Yeah. All that fire shit that you was playing up, that shit don't. It's gone. So I was like, I was a little sad about that. So I don't know. It's definitely it's the future. So it's weird because it's basically software inside of a synth, and it doesn't feel as hardware-ish as like a Juno or some old school ass synth. But shit, in 10 years, this is gonna be old school too. So like, we just gotta live to that point, I guess. I don't know. I think it's cool, guys. I think it's super cool. Um, a Kai workstation, bruh, workstation. So think about that. Like all the workstation history, all the people who love workstations. This is the Kai version. That's it. Because I know they try to make the Force a workstation, and they've made the MPC a workstation at this point, to me at least. But this is just next level of the workstation. Because usually a workstation is like cheaper things all together, splish splash. The Roland's got hella workstations. Man, it's dope. It's not just for keyboard players. I know I said that earlier, but I just want you guys to know, if you're not a keyboard player, if you're just a sample based producer, you will find love in this. You can be the next Kanye who like used to chop on ASR with this. It's possible. Transport button in front of the keys. This is definitely something I was kind of like okay. Like your transport, you got your keys right here. Oh, we got samples on here too. See, like that's so dope. Like just samples. Like you could literally chop something up and have it pitched across your whole thing, bro. Like you can do so much stuff. But the transport right over the keys, it just makes the workflow really easy. The Q links, yeah, you only have four, but Akai was smart. They know they map their stuff to like 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 this, so it works. It's you don't miss those Q links at all. Well, you definitely don't miss it. The sounds button, I said earlier, dope, dope, dope. I love it. The price point is good. I feel like it's fair. It's not too crazy. I was looking at getting a DJ controller because I DJ with Technics 1200s, the MK7s, and a Range 72, and it's super heavy, bro. Like I literally sometimes I'm like, dude, like I gotta carry this shit hella far. Like I gotta park closer, or like especially when you're by yourself, you gotta set up, you gotta put all the little connections. I've been looking for a controller, so I was looking at the Rain One for a long time, and I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger because I was like, damn, I'm about to get that Pioneer Rev 7. But literally, this shit came out, and I was like, oh, guess I'm gonna be carrying up Technics unless I start selling gear. So I might be selling some gear because I don't know, because because I still need that Rev 7. All right. It's not the flagship product. That's why we don't have the phono inputs. That's why we don't have all the stuff that the X has on the back of it. I don't have an X, so I can't tell you all the stuff it has. But looking at the pictures, it looks awesome. Like I look at Guitar Center every day and hope that an X goes to like 1,200 or like 1,000 because I'll definitely scoop it. But the things got value, so they are. It is what it is. I might have missed the X wave. I might have to wait to the X2. That might be the one for me. Who knows? But I was just an MPC live guy because I started. Well, I started on the MPC 1000 hella long ago. That was like my first MPC. It was a blue joint. And then they got the MPC 1000, the black joint. That was my second MPC. Then I had hella other ones after that. But so I always kind of had that smaller form factor, and I got kind of comfortable and used to that. So the live was dope. The touch was dope. I had the touch. I sold it to a little homie who was in the army with me, and he had that shit. So I still got both of my lives, and I probably won't sell my live. My first live, I was like, I'm not selling this because it has a hard drive in it, and I could still have all these samples and just like dig into it. I literally took that hard drive out, put it in the MPC key, and was like rocking, and have all the sounds, all the beats that were already made on the MPC live, and it's a 2 terabyte hard drive, so it was not even barely touched with all the stuff in it. it's just dope, guys. It's like we live in the future. We gotta be future thinking. Yeah, I love vintage gear. I have an SP202. I have a what's some old shit up here? Technic fucking take deck. I like old shit, but we do have to embrace the technology, and I'm embracing the key for sure. Since this is not the flagship is still MPCX, and I feel like that because it's been out for like 4 years, they might be having a refresh sometime soon. I don't know. I just really pray Akai just keeps updating this baby and keep adding sounds, but also please do not give us a MPC key in a year or two. Give us at least 5 or 6 years so I could pay it off first, and then the MPC key to come out, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been rocking with this. I made this my YouTube career, like, and now it's like, okay, that's cool. Don't refresh this shit so quick because y'all gonna really start looking like Apple, and it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good for the longevity of these devices. We need you guys to not forget about shit because you forgot about the Advanced 49 and VIP. You forgot about Renaissance, and I hope you guys really don't like. You need to have a backdoor MPC Renaissance. Like this is gonna work with the Renaissance no matter what your computer update to. Cause we bought that shit brand new. I know I did, and we was like, hey, this is about to be the new hot. And I still got my Ren. My Ren is right there, bruh. So, like, don't give up on the Ren, Akai. Sorry. Even though I said all that, Akai is doing really good business. The MPC Key 61 is sold out everywhere. And I'm hearing it's going to be like a couple months before you get the next one. Hopefully not, because their rollout was it was something. It was immaculate. I know someone in the comments gonna roast me for that, but the rollout was immaculate. I saw a video with the homie talking about that. I totally agree. Like literally, they was like, "We got the NPC key. Bam, you can go buy it." I was like, "Oh snap, it's really here!" And then I was like, "I want to go see one." I went down to a Guitar Center in Pueblo. They was like, "No, bro, we don't have one." But in the Springs, I was like, "Bro, I live in the Springs, so I'm gonna go pull up on them." And I literally went up there and pulled up on them this same day. Was like, "Hey, let me get that key." And I'm so glad I did. I know when I first pulled it out, it was like overwhelming because I was like, "What the fuck? I'm really about to buy this 2000 keyboard on a whim." But it was worth it. It's definitely worth it. The product release, dope, 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 dope. So they did that shit because literally they like on my box it said do not release to the 23rd. So they've had those since June 3rd, and they didn't even release them for like 20 days. They were just sitting in backstop. They were ready. So good job, Akai. Salute to you guys for that. Modular synths, you could connect them. If you guys want to see some modular synth action, I'm down to get back in my mod bap game. I built a few synths over the years, trying to be like Vulture's controller. Unfortunately, my patience is not there, and I never really stayed with it long time. But I always go back. I love using my poly-in tracker with my modular synths, but I would love to try using an MPC with modular synths. I just never done it, so it feels weird. All right. Dedicated buttons. I love the dedicated buttons. My favorite one is the sampler button and the sample edit. That's that for me. I was just like, okay, I'm happy. And the double shifts, I love that too. MPC X2, is it coming out? Is somebody got the secret specs? Is there gonna be some new secret MPC project Akai's coming out with? What is the MPC legacy right now? Like, is it corny right now? I've heard people saying it's very vanilla. It's very, plain. I feel like this is pretty dope and groundbreaking, but like, nah, bruh. Just get your ASR 10 and Sonic, EPS Classic. Get that 16 plus 16. You don't need that, get the old shit with the floppies, bruh. Bruh, I ain't got time for the floppies. I'm just saying. But if you give me a fucking ASR with some SCSI and it's connected to a SD, I might get Lucy. But I ain't got time for the flops. All right, MPC and Ren. I hope y'all don't give up on that. And yeah, this is the best rollout I've seen of an MPC. But keep in mind, I've only been an MPC owner since 2008. I've known about them since a little bit before that, but I didn't own mine to like around that time. And yeah, that's my video. Hope you guys can find some value in it. Let's start a discussion. Yeah, I really enjoy this thing. I've been making beats with it every freaking day. I've made at least a few pad banks for my SP404. Like I did, like last night I did No-Fi, and all the beats were made on the MPC key. And obviously, it has not been out that long, so you can take that as what it was. And yeah, shout out to all the homies. Shout out to the fam bam upstairs. Y'all not doing too much running around. That's awesome. And yeah, you guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get this. I can't talk, but let's get this discussion. See, then they boom up there. Let's get this discussion going in the comments, okay? I can't talk right now, and they booming upstairs, so I need to go. I'm out. Peace. High peace.